What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Forever News! And today, as always, we've got some stories to talk about. So for starters, Black Clover fans, we have a big reason to be excited and happy based on this news. Black Clover blowing people out the water, out the wing. We're gonna definitely talk about it, but also Black Clover fans are upset about something. Quite a few fans, actually, not just Black Clover fans, because we got another story regarding the Crunchyroll Awards, and people are not happy based on the nominees for some of the categories. So yeah, we're gonna dive into that one as well. We got a recent manga in Shonen Jump coming to an end. I've seen a few people were disappointed by it, but you already know it's the ever-evolving axis Shonen Jump, so it's only a matter of time. We'll talk about that one as well. And while some come to an end, some get a fresh start, a new beginning, because we got 4 new titles coming to Jump. We're gonna read a little bit of info on them, see what's up, you know, get an idea, check the pulse of the new energy coming into the magazine. I wanted to talk about this one in particular briefly, because there's an announcement and a trailer for the new Pokemon Snap game coming to the Nintendo Switch. I am very excited about it, so kind of wanted to just slide that in there. Major update. Shueisha has responded to the humongous drama that was going on regarding the copyright situation, all the people that lost their accounts on Twitter and everything like that. Remember, we've already talked about it in 2 different stories. Well, we got a response finally from Shueisha, the editor of Shueisha. Viz Media reposted it as well, so we're gonna read it and talk about it as well. But yeah, they actually came out and they finally gave a press release on it. People that were anticipating the upcoming JoJo's Bizarre Adventure spin-off Rohan series coming to Netflix, we got a little bit of info on that because it is about to drop really soon. We'll talk about it. Jujutsu Kaisen fans, you're probably going to faint or melt into your chair because good news for Jujutsu Kaisen, insane news for Jujutsu Kaisen. You're gonna be like, yo, that's our series, fam, that's our series. We'll talk about it. I promise you're gonna be like, yo. Boruto fans, y'all know that we recently talked about it hitting a new low in terms of the ranking. However, I got some good news finally for the Boruto manga's performance. Yeah, pretty good news incoming. And while we're talking about sales, we also got manga sales for all of the latest volumes of the manga that have come out, and to be honest with you, a lot of series are looking really good, standing very well, so we'll talk about that one as well, because I always love talking about the numbers. We also got a trailer for Dragon Ball Super's latest chapter, some spoilers in there, so if you don't want to get spoiled on the upcoming stuff, even though it's technically a trailer, you might want to skip that portion. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about it, Dragon Ball Super, baby. And yeah, people, we've got a little bit of a packed house today, so without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of Forever News! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it. Make your move. That's how it be, though. Okay, people, so let's start off with some great news for Black Clover fans. I always gotta show it to you because it was the end of last year where it was just non-stop people coming at Black Clover, but I don't know, the last few episodes is just good news, and this is great freaking news because Crunchyroll just released a bunch of stats for their anime, you know, the ones that are getting the most streams and things like that, and in particular, we got a list of the ones that are in the most countries and the favorites and popular ones, and yo, Black Clover topped the list because this was the chart that represents the most unique viewers of a given simulcast anime during 2020. The most frequently favorite anime are Black Clover with 87 countries, Jujutsu Kaisen with 71 countries, Boruto with 32 countries, My Hero with 23, Tower of God 10, God of High School 10, Attack on Titan 6, ReZero 1, and Onyx Equinox 1, but I'm imagining there's like a whole bunch of stats behind the ones because I'm sure there's a ton of other that would go in the one pile, but Black Clover with 87 topping Jujutsu Kaisen, Boruto, and My Hero. Baby, the year of Black Clover, but also shout outs to the other ones like Boruto, you know, all the hate that it got, it's number 3. Of course, Jujutsu Kaisen, a new gun already at 71 with 14 episodes as of today, but this was based on like the first season, and yo, major congrats to everybody. My Hero, Tower of God, all of them. And it's funny because while Crunchyroll, you know, is showcasing these amazing stats, a lot of Black Clover fans and other fandoms as well are upset with Crunchyroll because they just released the nominees, and it's like 5 or 6 for each category for the upcoming Crunchyroll Crunchyroll Anime Awards of, you know, giving like best female, best male, anime of the year and things like that. And in particular, a lot of people are saying that they just chose like some of the, you know, 5 or 6 most popular ones or things like that, and they didn't really go with like the votes and people saying what they wanted, because for starters, best opening, Black Clover is not even a nominee, and a lot of people were voting Black Clover, so that's why Black Clover fans are in particular upset, because like, yo, we had a great opening, which is understandable. But even on like anime of the year, they don't have Re:Zero as anime of the year nominee, like, and then Jujutsu Kaisen being on anime of the year. Like, I understand it's amazing, don't get me wrong, listen to what I'm saying, it hasn't finished yet. You know what I'm saying? And this is for 2020. So yeah, it's just really bizarre that they have, like, I heard good things about Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken, but like, it feels really weird to see this list, like some of the choices, to be honest with you. And I see a lot of outrage as well. So yeah, but that's par for the course with the Crunchyroll Awards. I don't know. At the end of next year, let me know if you want to see this. We do the ForneverWorld Anime and Manga Award ceremony, where we'll do both. We'll do anime and manga. We'll set up like a whole bunch of polls and stuff like that. Maybe I'll have a few guests to present the awards and things like that. Like, we could do it real big. Let me know if you guys want to see that. We could do that at the end of this year, because the previous year already passed and I kind of did like a manga one. So we could do like a whole big anime and manga one at the end of 2021. I think it'd be fun. Next up, if you don't want to be spoiled on Dragon Ball Super manga, because even though this is a trailer, it's technically about the latest chapter. There's some spoilers for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super stuff. A little trailer came out for chapter 68. Let's quickly read, because within the trailer it said, a tragedy took place on another planet. Granola is the survivor of this hell. His spirit of vengeance will change the power structure of the universe. Goku became the strongest mortal in his universe. Vegeta is trying to catch up. Vegeta says, I will surpass Kakarot in another way. New forces emerge in Universe 7. Among them, the most powerful warrior in the universe will be born. The Oracle Fish. He will soon be born, the most powerful warrior in the universe. That's going to be very interesting, and honestly, it sounds like this arc of Dragon Ball Super is heating up to be something really, really exciting. I'm very interested. If you've seen the spoilers for the upcoming chapter, it's just all sounding really good, and if you even watched this trailer, it got like Bardock and shit. Really, really hyped stuff. Okay, people, so next up, another one hits the axe. The Shonen Jump axe has landed. This time, Mora King will be leaving Shonen Jump. It has ended. According to this, it says it's been confirmed. Mori King has ended in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 7 with chapter 35 and a total of 4 volumes. So, I mean, it makes sense because there's 4 new series coming in, so that's probably why they wanted to get rid of a weak link. And also, Mori King hasn't been selling very well. It's unfortunate. Like I always say, I'm sure there's plenty of fans for Mori King that were hoping it would be something great, and I have heard a couple of good things about it. But yeah, Mori King over. And while we're on the topic of endings, let's jump into new beginnings, because there's 4 new titles coming to Shonen Jump. We got some insight on the authors and the series and whatnot. First, we have Yusei Matsui coming back with Nige Jozo no Wakagimi, which seems to be a historical series about a prince running away. Most of you already know this amazing writer who has Supernatural Detective Nagami Neuro and Assassination Classroom on his back, which the Assassination Classroom was humongous. I'll never forget, the first volume did like 600,000 in its first week. It was insane. So yeah, look out for this one. This might be a big one, and everybody loved the Assassination Classroom, so I'm expecting some huge things with this. Next, we'll have Kazusa Inaoka coming back on issue number 9 with I Teruishi. Even if they're not that famous, Inaoka serialized Invade You back in 2018 and Bunkiten. So yeah, I'm not really familiar with that author, but okay, we got another new one coming in, and it kind of looks like a slice of life type of series. I'm not really sure. The third mangaka is more than famous already. Kenta Shinohara, the creator of Sket Dance and Kanata no Astra, is back in Jump with a new series, Witch Watch, in issue number 10. I remember when Sket Dance came out. I remember reviewing the first episode of Sket Dance. That's how far back this goes. It was like 2011, I want to say. So really, really dope stuff. Sket Dance was pretty big. And then finally, the fourth one, the newbie of this round, Kowloon's Ball Parade by Mikiyosu Kamada and Fukui Ashibi. Kamada will be in charge of the story, as he was the winner of Jump Stoken Pro in 2019 with Little Spirit, and also won an award at Young Animals. So we got a newbie in sight, and honestly, from some of the images of these, they look pretty cool. Like, we got a image of, like, I think it's 4 of the series. Yeah, the 4 series and whatnot. One of them has like a blank face. Like, I don't know, I'm excited. New blood, let's go. New year, new series, let's do it. So in case you missed it, there was a trailer that came out for the upcoming new game Pokemon Snap, or New Pokemon Snap. Now, if you missed it, back in the days on the N64, there was a game called Pokemon Snap where you travel in this environment and you take pictures of Pokemon. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but I loved it as a child and I'm so excited for this. Let's just quickly read. New Pokemon Snap Switch game launches on April 30th. The Pokemon Company International announced on Thursday that its new Pokemon Snap game will launch for Nintendo Switch on April 30th. The company began streaming a new trailer and it previews the Lental region and its Pokemon. Bandai Namco Studios is developing the new Pokemon Snap game, and of course the game is inspired by the 1999 Pokemon Snap game for the Nintendo 64. And again, I am all for it. The trailer, the graphics look great, and I'm excited because, to be honest with you, I haven't been that deep into Pokemon, so I can only imagine all the vast amounts of Pokemon they're gonna have to take pictures, and I'm gonna be like, holy shit, what the hell is that? So I'm gonna get more acquainted with some of the newer Pokemon, and of course to see the classics, hopefully get a shot of a Mew, a wild Mew, maybe Mewtwo. Like, I'm excited for it. Next up, big response from Shueisha. Y'all already know we made 2 videos about it now, that there was copyright strikes coming left and right from supposedly Shueisha. We also talked about the follow-up where somebody did some investigation and it seemed as though it was some creepy stalker that wanted some girl to be his girlfriend that did all this, and we were collateral damage. And now Shueisha has responded. This is what they said. It has come to our attention Shueisha has been falsely misrepresented by an individual sending copyright and removal requests on Twitter and other social media platforms. Shueisha is currently consulting with the various platforms to investigate what measures can be taken to address this issue. I will say I think that this is a little bit late, just because like I know personally some creators that lost their Twitter accounts and they had, you know, like 100,000 followers and they lost their account because of bullshit like this. So hopefully Shueisha can, you know, work with these creators to get their accounts back, work with the platforms to get these people their accounts back, and just overall, yeah, put something in place so some bullshit like this doesn't happen again. And again, I don't know why it took them so long. This statement was made on the 14th, yesterday in the nighttime. Like, yo fam, this was like a week ago and people, you know, were affected by this and their name was sullied at that. It would take 5 seconds to put out a tweet. LOL, that's not us. Like, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully, at the very least, they addressed it finally. Okay, so next up, a little bit of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Rohan spin-off news. Apparently, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan's OVA, is set for February 18th on Netflix. Again, I believe these were previously released as like bonus episodes for the expensive Blu-rays in Japan, but yeah, they're gonna be on Netflix February 18th, and I am very excited for it. I love JoJo's, especially part 4, I believe Rohan's from, and part 4 was amazing. So we got some sales, people. You're gonna be mind blown with Jujutsu Kaisen right now, because I've been talking about like, yo, Jujutsu Kaisen's up next, it's doing great numbers, oh my god, we just talked about the last one, it did 20 million. Well, volume 14 just dropped and we got the first week sales, and let's read. Volume 14 of Jujutsu Kaisen sold over 637,000 copies in its first week on sale. That's almost 4 times more than the previous first week sales record for a single volume in the series. We put week in quotation because the volume basically sold out in its first 2 days. So essentially in 2 days did 637,000, oh my god, and on sale, and this figure more than likely is almost the entire initial print amount for the volume. Also, to put into perspective, the previous first week record was volume 12's 162,000. Oh my god. So just imagine what a full week with like oh my god, the next time they're gonna, more than likely with volume 15, they're gonna print at least 1 million copies. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, Demon Slayer ended and Jujutsu Kaisen was like, yo, give me all your fans. Woo! I'm so happy for Gege Akutami, so deserving, such a wonderful series. In case I haven't mentioned it, and I feel like mentioning it in the video, once the first season of the anime ends, I am going to cover the manga. We're not going to wait a year or two till the next season, which I'm sure it'll be amazing, but yeah, we'll be talking about the manga, so get with it, people. After the anime, time to hop on that manga. It's a staple at this point. And while we're on the topic of sales as well, we got a couple more stories there. For starters, Boruto. Now, we talked about the latest volume. It wasn't doing too hot. I believe volume 13, it ranked at like number 10, but that was due to, and I really didn't have all the information at the time, a lot of volumes dropped alongside Boruto. It wasn't only Boruto. There was like My Hero, I think, Black Clover, like a shit ton of volumes dropped at the same time, so it was in heavy competition. With that being said, it did pretty freaking well, because according to this information, it says Oricon's top 50 weekly chart by series, Boruto Naruto Next Generation volume 13 ranked number 12 with 96,482 total weekly sales from January 4th to January 10th. Compared to the sales of volume 12, it is remarkably better, as the sales data for volume 12 was from a total of 3 days. And I want to say Boruto volume 12 in its first week only did 57, so almost doubled the sales from volume 12 to 13. That is huge. That is honestly a great thing. 96,000, almost 100k first week for a manga that honestly it's been dying. The Boruto manga has been dying, doing 57k for a Naruto franchise-esque type of series. Yeah, 96, almost 100,000. Major congrats, baby. Really love to see it. And like I mentioned, a shit ton of other volumes dropped at the same time. Let's take a look at those. Like we just mentioned, Jujutsu Kaisen, 637,000. My Hero, 429,000, which that's crazy. I don't like to bring the competition and competitive nature, but Jujutsu Kaisen outselling My Hero already. Chainsaw Man, 300,000. No anime and it finished. Dr. Stone, 143. Even Black Clover's numbers are doing great. 131,000. Compared to, I think the last volume did like 80 something first week. Like, man, our series is booming. Yo, Marshall, 54,000. That is the biggest numbers I think it's done thus far. Like, everything that I like or enjoy or love for that matter is doing phenomenal. Really good. I'm happy. I'm very happy to see this. But yeah, people, I'm curious what you guys think about the stories we talked about today. For starters, Black Clover doing basically the highest amount of countries and unique viewers on Crunchyroll. Do you think that that's certified Black Clover, the anime, as like kind of a GOAT? Also, what do you think about Crunchyroll snubbing a lot of anime in their awards? Like, should I do a ForneverWorld Anime and Manga Award at the end of this year? Just like we launch it out the park, do it really big. Maybe, who knows, by the end of this year, depending on the way of the world, maybe I'll rent out a big ass studio and fly people out. Like, we could do it really big, but that's only if you guys really want to see it and you guys really gonna support it and shit like that. I'll give it a shot. Mori King ending in Shonen Jump. What do you think about that? What do you think about the new 4 series that are coming into Jump? Any of them got your interest? I say the Assassination Classroom manga artist coming back. That might be a huge one. New Pokemon Snap. Are you excited for that? What do you think about Shueisha's response addressing the whole copyright situation down on Twitter? You looking forward to the Rohan Netflix OVAs? Also, what do you think about Jujutsu Kaisen sales, Boruto sales increasing, and just all of the sales in general doing amazing for the manga that we read? And that Dragon Ball Super trailer, I'm not gonna lie, Dragon Ball Super, it kind of lost me midway into the moral arc. The moral arc was like a mixed bag and shit. This, even though, yeah, it's playing off a lot of things that are familiar to the franchise, like the Saiyans did something bad or whatever, I'm all for it. And just your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day. It's nights like this and times like this. What's that?